What's up, everyone? This is Shadowrunner from Nebula Realms, and today I want to talk a little bit about the state of the game, because I feel like this game needs a little tough love, and everybody's been saying it in the Facebook group, in the chats, and now I'm going to say something about it. This game is about 6 years old now. It officially launched back in October of 2016, and it was quickly shut down and taken out of the store because it didn't work right. And in the summer of 2017, it relaunched again. It was added back to the store, and they had a relaunch. North America launched first, and then followed by EU. So, that's maybe around 5, maybe 6 years. And in that time, we've accomplished a lot of great things in this game. I'm not going to deny that. You know, the developers have done a great job for what they've done so far. However, that doesn't excuse the current state of the game where it is right now. You know, I love Zalek Studios, I really do. Um, and I love our developers, but they don't communicate with the community. And the community manager doesn't communicate with the community. And now it's gotten to the point to where even the CAs don't communicate with the community. See, in my time back in the day when I was a CA, under, different management and whatnot, that was one of our main fundamental priorities, was to engage and interact and communicate with the community, whether it be, forums, communities, groups, all platforms on social media, and the game itself, as Discord, Twitter, and everything. We would reach out to multiple platforms and constantly be in touch with the community. Okay, how it used to work, I don't know how it works now, is that the developers would give the community manager inside information as far as what they were working on and what they were doing, what's coming down the pipeline and so on. And then the community manager would filter that information down to the CAs. And the CAs would get that information before the rest of the community. Okay? And the community manager would then make those announcements to the community. When the time was right, when it was appropriate. They're never going to tell you anything ahead of schedule. And there's a reason for that, by the way, because when the developers make an announcement, and then they set a date on that announcement, they often like to pivot and backtrack and change their minds and go a different direction or a different way or do this. You know what I mean? So that's another thing. The developers have a hard time keeping their word on stuff for whatever reason, which also makes it hard for the community to trust them. So there's that, which I would assume is why they no longer tell people when an exact date, stuff is coming anymore. But yeah, information used to get filtered down from the devs to the community manager to the CAs on down to us, the players. And for whatever reason, that just doesn't happen anymore in this game. you know, and that's sad. It really is because I feel like the players deserve to know something, even if it's just a little statement, even if it's just, hey guys, we're working on something, we got a patch, in development, just let the people know something would be nice, but nobody's doing that. I have personally reached out to the CAs to try to get an answer or a response or any kind of feedback at all as far as the current state of the game and if a patch is in development. And every time I have reached out to these people, I get stonewalled and ignored. They don't talk to me. They don't tell me anything. They don't talk to you guys. They don't tell you anything. So, you know, I hate to show a little tough love to the game because I do love the game. I do love the developers. I do love the CAs. It's the reason why I keep coming back on here. Um, but every now and then, you know, things need to be said. I'm no longer, cheerleading for this game anymore. I can't ignore the obvious, you know. Something needs to be done about the bugs in this game. And, that's the thing. Will always be bugs in this game because of the way it is, the nature of the game. It's a, multi-online uh, game. It's constantly going to need maintenance. It's constantly going to need patches and fixes. There's always going to be bugs. You're not going to get around that. But after 5 or 6 years in its life cycle, the bugs in this game should be at a minimum by now. Okay? So the fact that we keep having bugs that, for all intents and purposes, keep breaking the game to where it's practically at an unplayable state. I'm, the fact that we keep having bugs that break the game and, I mean, they fix something and then they come out with a patch and another bug, breaks the game. And then we have to wait, several weeks or even several months for another patch to fix that. And then another bug breaks the game. And it should not be like that. You know, it's not supposed to be like that. I can't think of any other game on console or PC that is like that. So, you know, I would just expect, more from everybody, from the developers, from the community manager, from the CAs, from the overall um, quality of the game. I do expect more, and I don't blame the rest of you guys for expecting more. 5 to 6 years in its life cycle, we shouldn't be dealing with this right now. I remember a time when, the CAs, as a CA, we used to do all kinds of crap and go out of our way to be active and engage with the community. We used to make posters and flyers. We used to hold events. We used to make announcements every time a new CA got recruited. We used to interact and engage with the community. What happened to that? You know, I'm on here every day, guys. Every day I'm on here. And I only see maybe two or three CAs at the most. I see Piggy, I see J Liz, and every now and then I might see Y2 David. Okay. But even those circumstances are rare. It's not like I see them every day. And the rest of the CAs don't even come on at all. The new CM, I guess her name is Nisa. I don't know the full ID. She used to come on at the Dome every Thursday morning around 5 or 6 o'clock, whatever time zone you're in. She used to spend a few hours at the Dome every now and then, but she quit doing that. She doesn't come on here anymore. She doesn't engage with the community anymore. I mean, I understand she's busy. Everybody's busy. But that's part of your job as a community manager, to engage and interact with the community. And if you can't do that, then why even bother? You know? It's getting to the point to where, it's hard for players to get excited for this game. It's hard to get excited for new patches, new features, new content, because it's gotten so predictable now that why bother getting excited? February's coming up. So we got Valentine's Day coming up. And that means the possibility of Valentine's Day content coming up. Now, usually I'd be all excited for that, but I'm so skeptical now. It's to the point where it's predictable. I know that if we get a Valentine's Day content update, that it's just going to be crap. They're going to put maybe a couple of outfits in there. They're going to do a little deco in the Nexus, and that's it. You know, where's the substance in these content updates? Where's the content? Spoon feeding us a little bit every now and then, here and there. I mean, that's just not working. People have been begging for new hairstyles, new t-shirts, new clothing, new outfits, new LMOs. Where's the content? It's crazy. This game in its current state right now has been broken ever since maybe Thanksgiving, and we're halfway through January now. The square button keeps cutting out. You got to go into wardrobe and come out and reload multiple times to get the square button menu wheel to come back. And when it does come back, it breaks again. So you got to go back into wardrobe, reload, and people are doing that multiple times over a day, and it's exhausting. It's frustrating, and we're just asking, if a patch is in development, if something is being done about it, and nobody's communicating with the community. So it's a new year. And if there's one thing I would like to see change about this game, it's everything I just mentioned, especially the communication. It's not like it used to be back when I was a CA. I don't know what these people are doing now. They used to hold meetings every Wednesday, every Thursday. They used to discuss the agenda, the itinerary, the plan for what's coming, and announcements and stuff. We used to discuss stuff like that. I don't know if they do that anymore. I'm not privy to that information anymore, but if I had to guess, probably not. So here's my last message before I close this video. Developers, you need to start communicating more with your team and with the community. Community manager, NISA, whoever you are, you need to start communicating more. You need to start coming back onto the game and interacting with the community and your player base. CAs, I don't know what your job is now. Since the old CM left and new management has come and everything's changed, I don't know what you guys do on here anymore. But you need to start communicating with the community more. And not just coming on here to say hi and visit and hang out. We want information. Information. And you know this. You know what people want. All right? So, until these things start to improve, I'm just going to keep coming out here and hanging out with friends and, having fun. But, I don't have much hope for this game anymore until I start to see some improvements. That's how I feel about it. That's where I stand on it. And that is Shadowrunner out.